Peace be upon you, my dear students. In the name of Allah, the most gracious and most merciful, we'll start a revision in the last lesson, lesson 22. Grammar, negatives. Exercise A. Write the contraction for the underlined word or words in each sentence. Contractions means what? We have here two words. I want a contraction. Okay, make the two words one word. How? Are not becomes aren't. Just put in here without space. It will be A-R-E-N, and replace O with apostrophe and T. It would be A-R-E-N apostrophe T. 2. You cannot smoke in here. The contraction of cannot is can't. C-A-1-N apostrophe T. 3. He couldn't, could not, couldn't, C-O-U-L-D-N apostrophe T. So we change not into N apostrophe T and make it stick with this near, close to, without space here. 4. She did not. You make N here, okay, and up the O, make it apostrophe. She didn't, D-I-D-N apostrophe T. 5. He does not work here. It would be doesn't, D-O-E-S-N apostrophe T. Number 6. I do not like spiders. It becomes do not, it becomes don't, D-O-N apostrophe T. He had not been told. It becomes had not, becomes hadn't, H-A-D-N apostrophe T. Okay. 8. She has not left becomes hasn't, H-A-S-N apostrophe T. This is not difficult, is not becomes isn't, I-S-N apostrophe T. It's very easy, okay? Number 10. I must not make a noise. Must not becomes mustn't, M-U-S-T-N apostrophe T. 11. We should not eat sweets. Shouldn't, S-H-O-U-L-D-N apostrophe T. 12. It was not bad. Was not becomes wasn't, W-A-S-N apostrophe T. 13. They were not helpful becomes weren't, W-E-R-E-N apostrophe T. 14. We will not regret it. Will not becomes won't, W-O-N apostrophe T, W-O-N apostrophe T. It's exception here. 15. You would not believe me becomes wouldn't, W-O-U-L-D-N apostrophe T. Exercise B. Choose the correct option for each of the following sentences. There wasn't, okay, anyone or no one else around when the spaceship landed. There wasn't anyone. Anyone, we use it in the negative. 2. I discovered that I understood the alien even though it wasn't making any noise or sound, any sound. 3. We able to see the stage. We were barely able to see the stage. We're barely. Okay. Barely here is a word that contains negative. So we cannot use not as a negative and barely as a negative. Two negatives in one sentence is not correct or okay or suitable. So we barely, okay, barely here means negative, contain negative meaning, okay. 4. Any Any doesn't never or never dances the inside of the spaceship. Of course, never. The correct answer. Why? Never contains, I told you, negative meaning. We cannot use this because we have not as a negative, never as a negative, two negatives in one sentence. Not correct. Okay, or change the meaning to the opposite. 5. The glowing middle control panel wasn't like anything I'd ever seen on Earth. We have negative, so we use anything. 6. I can see that you hardly stop yourself from laughing, but I swear it's all true. We use can or can't. Notice that hardly contains a negative meaning, like I told you, so it's correct to use can't or can. Try to think. Yes, can hardly means it can't, so you use can. Hardly contains negative meaning. 7. I was disappointed when I didn't see anything, correct answer, about aliens on the TV news. 8. The police had what? Any or no reports about unusual activity that night. The police had no reports. Why we here it shows no? We choose any if we have negative, if we have not. If we say it, the police hadn't, yes, it choose any. But here the police had no, negative. Like, for example, I have money, I have no money. It means I don't have money. Okay, so the correct answer is no. Number 9. I never been so scared as when I saw that alien. Yes, had, never been, had. 10. I never told anyone with the negative never. 11. You shouldn't do, yes, anything, any, we use it with not, the negative. 12. The hospital won't allow, yes, we have negative here, not, yes, any more visitors. 13. I can barely see where I am going in this fog. I told you that barely means negative, so I'm not allowed to use two negative. If I choose this, okay, not and barely, no, not is negative, barely is negative, two negatives, not correct. So the correct answer is can barely. 14. That attitude won't get you anywhere. Okay. 15. The pilot find no place to land. No, negative. So I used two negatives? No. So the correct answer is can. Welcome to the spelling revision lesson 22, VCCV and VCV patterns. What do you mean VCCV? V refers to the vowel, C to the consonant. So we have here a word like dentist. Okay, we have E as V, vowel, and N consonant, C, T consonant, C, I vowel, like this, V, C, C, V. Yes, V, C, C, V. And we have also V, C, V. V, C, V. Okay, like number 12, final, I, V, N, C, A, V. V, C, V. Okay, so these words, all these words, okay, the 25 words have VCCV and VCV pattern. Okay, so let's go to the exercise. Number 1, match the correct meaning to each adage or proverb. The best things in life are free. Which one suits the meaning? Try to think. So here in number 1, what the best things in life are free? Yes, it's letter C. Things like love, happiness, and niceness do not cost anything. Number 2, where there is a will, there is a way. It's for letter A. If you really want to do something, you can figure out a way to do it. 3, it never rains, but it pours. Yes, it's letter D. Bad things always happen at the same time. 4, talk is cheap. For letter B, it's easy to say something, but harder to do it. Okay. Exercise 2. Complete each adage or proverb below with words from the word bank. 1. He who loves best. Okay, yes, loves last. 2. It's no use crying over spilt milk. 3. If the shoe fits. Okay, yes, wear it. 4. Where there is smoke, there is, yes, fire. Okay. 5. Don't judge a by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. Okay. Exercise 3. Choose the correct answer. Would you like to have, yes, dinner with us? 2. This tree trunk sounds, yes, C, hollow, empty. 3. Check that all windows and doors are B, secure. 4. 5 friends spend a holiday together in a remote cabin in the woods. 5. The island was captured by Australian forces in 1940. 6. He valued the painting at $2,000. 7. The knives and forks are silver plate. 8. In recent times, there has been an increase in the amount of violence on television. 9. Visit your butt regularly and have your teeth professionally cleaned as required. Of course, visit your dentist. Okay. 10. 2 shoppers were injured as the shop doors opened on the first day of the sale. 2 shoppers were injured in the stampede as shop doors opened on the first day on the sale. Exercise 4. Fill in the blanks with words from the list. It was very of you to help. It was very decent of you. 2. 2 armed men were caught trying to cross the what frontier at night. 3. There is a for whoever finishes first. Of course, there is a reward. 4. Be careful. There's, yes, broken glass on the floor. Exercise 5. Fill in the blanks, also the same exercise like this one. Number 1. I'll call you when I, yes, finish my homework. 2. The little village has very narrow streets. Narrow. Number 2. Number 3. There was no from the merciless heat. There was no shelter from the merciless heat. 4. Marie Curie is, for her contribution to science, is famous for, The last exercise, circle the correct spelled words. Number 1, value, this one, and famous, that one, narrow, this is the correct one, corner, this is the correct one, 5, capture, this is the correct one, and number 6, this is the correct one, divide, number 7, cabin, this is the correct one, 8, this is the correct one, 9, this is the correct one, and 10, this is the correct one, shelter. And here we came to the end of this lesson and this revision. I hope you study well, and I hope you study hard, to get some benefits from the revisions, and supplicate to Allah to make you understand everything, ask Him for help to help you to understand and make you better than the normal, and also use your skills, use your time, and make a schedule for your time and for your studying, for your playing, for everything, to manage your time. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.